And welcome back, rugby fans, to Rugby411. As always, I'm your host. My name is Joshua Shibata, and this is our pick'ems for Week 8 of the 2023 MLR season. It's been an exciting season, but man, this week is going to be filled with action, especially in the very tough, very competitive Western Conference. We have 5 games. All of them are on Saturday. Saturday is a good day for rugby. All 5 games will be there. As always, you can watch all the games live or on demand on the Rugby Network. So make sure you download that free app. It is amazing. Again, it's absolutely free. You can watch every game of this week as well as all the games prior in this 2023 season. So if you miss any action like I did last week, you can just watch it all on the Rugby Network. So again, every game, 5 games, going to be all on Saturday. We only have 2 teams on bye, the Dallas Jackals and the NOLA Gold. So let's get down to it. Remember, all these kickoff times are Pacific Standard Time. So our first game, Saturday, April the 8th, is going to be at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. The Chicago Hounds go over to Veterans Stadium in Quincy, Massachusetts, to take on the New England Free Jacks, who have been reeling from a loss. Chicago as well, reeling from a loss to the Houston SaberCats. I'll admit, guys, Chicago is a very interesting team. They have a lot of potential. They have a lot of weapons. I mean, that backline is still one of the most impressive backlines in all of Major League Rugby. But for whatever reason, they are really struggling a lot. I'm shocked. I am absolutely shocked as to how much they've been losing this season. Now, granted, they haven't been exactly at full strength. They are a relatively new team. But man, you just would assume with all the weapons that they have, all the really talented players that they have, almost literally the best of 2 former franchises that were very competitive, Austin Gilgronis and your former MLR champions, the LA Giltinis, you would think the team would be much better, and yet they have just been struggling this entire season. New England, granted, they just lost recently, but again, they're a very, very strong team once again this season, even though, as I predicted before, and very earnestly, with the loss of Bodine Walker, they would be struggling. They haven't looked back. As I mentioned before, Jason Poyet has been a great addition to the team, pretty much has taken over the Bodine Walker spot, and New England has not missed a beat. So, I'd have to go with New England in this one. They also have the home field advantage. And again, as much as I want to go with Chicago, as much as I feel Chicago still is a very strong team, man, they've been struggling a lot. Moving on, our second game, 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The Toronto Arrows finally get to go home to Toronto to face against and host the reigning, defending Major League Rugby champions, the New York Ironworkers. Now, granted, New York just bounced back with their victory this last week, and Toronto lost to the Dallas Jackals in a game between 2 of the bottom place teams. As much as there is a home pitch advantage, and as much as this is Toronto coming back home to Canada, it's the New York Ironworkers. I just can't go against them. They've been struggling this year, but I don't feel they'll struggle with this game. So we go with New York. Then, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Old Glory DC goes over to Silverback Stadium to take on the Rugby ATL. Both teams are, again, also coming off of losses. This one's a hard one because I really do like Old Glory DC. ATL, man, I feel they are going to be the team that struggles a lot. Granted, they do have the home pitch advantage. Old Glory, as much as I feel they're good, they've been struggling a bit too. I believe I have Old Glory in my Super Brew pick'ems. I'm very hesitant to make the change now that I'm thinking more and more of it. But I think I'm still gonna go with Old Glory DC here. I still feel they are the better team in the division, and I think they'll come away with the win against Rugby ATL. And just a quick update, just to show you how live this really is. I rechecked my Super Brew pick'ems. I actually went with Rugby ATL with the win, so I'm going to change that, stick with that, giving ATL the home pitch advantage. Man, I'm not going to be surprised if Old Glory pulls off the win, but let's give ATL the home pitch advantage and give ATL the win for this game. Now, we go to the final two games of the weekend. Both of them again on Saturday, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time kickoff for both games, which is a shame because you can't watch them both. Or I mean, it's, you can switch back and forth between both of them at the same time. But two huge matchups in the Western Conference between pretty much the top teams in my power rankings. We have first going to SaberCat Stadium, Utah Warriors going against Houston SaberCats. Oh, such a huge rivalry this game is. And man, between two teams that are going straight up right now, Utah finding a little bit of consistency with their games and their winning. Houston becoming one of the most dangerous teams this season. Again, home pitch advantages playing in Houston. I feel SaberCats are going to pull off the victory, but I think this game is going to be a close one. And then, man, the main event of the weekend. This is huge. San Diego Legion going over to Starfire Stadium to take on the Seattle Seawolves. Your only two-time Major League Rugby champions. This is going to be the game. Again, home pitch advantage. Starfire Stadium is a tough place to play. Seattle is undefeated. The only undefeated team so far this season left in the season. And they are 6-0. Small fact, if Seattle pulls off this win, which I am predicting they are, they will be 7-0. I believe that is the record for any team so far in Major League Rugby history to start a season 7 straight wins. LA Guiltinis are the ones that hold the record right now at 6-0. And if Seattle wins it, they will break the record. As much as I'm a huge LA Guiltinis fan, I would love that record to stay with LA, but I feel Seattle is so unstoppable right now. San Diego's going to have to do a lot to go over to Starfire Stadium to defeat Seattle, so I'm going with Seattle. But man, these two games are going to be huge between four great teams. A lot of fun rugby action. So, again, I want to thank my Super Brew members who are playing in the pick'ems. Don't forget to put in your pick'em picks. It's going to be an exciting game. All the games are on Saturday. All the games on the Rugby Network. Don't miss them out. Let me know what you feel are your picks for the week. And good luck to everybody in the Super Brew pool. I really need a lot of help with this one. I'm hoping this Rugby ATL Old Glory game doesn't bite me in the ass. It might, but we'll see. So as always, thank you for watching my video. Thank you for your support. And I'll see you on the pitch.